here?
I didn't think...
You've come to steal the secret codes.
No, I haven't.
Well, this time I have a little present for you.
No!
That'll teach you to stick your nose.
Just what do you think you're doing?
We think we're taking a break, but we're open to a second opinion.
It's just it's so hot, Mr. Greenspan. We figured...
I don't remember giving you permission to take a break.
That's okay. I don't remember asking.
How come you're wearing a tennis outfit, Mr. Greenspan?
Major Clack invited me to his club today.
Correction. That's air-conditioned club.
We'll be engaged in high-level discussions while we play a few rounds of tennis.
Rounds?
Well, that's neat. You know, Major Clack has, his club has grass courts. Have you ever played on grass courts?
Don't be silly, Mona. There's no such thing as a grass court. How's the ball supposed to bounce? In the meantime, those files have to be shredded today by order of Major Clack.
Fine, then why don't we phone records and have them taken away?
We can't do that until they're in proper order.
Melville, they're gonna be shredded. As in shredded. Cut up into tiny little pieces and thrown away.
I want those files in proper order by the end of business today. And shut that TV off.
Melville,
Morning, Major.
do you have any tennis balls?
Yes, sir. Just got them this morning.
Good, then let's get moving. General Armstrong is expecting us on the court at 11.
General Armstrong.
Morning, Major. Adderly? Melville, are you all right?
Fine. Well, I don't know if I can stand a whole day down here.
Yeah, that's how I feel every day.
I mean, you know, the filing is bad enough, but this heat, I mean, this is unbearable.
Yeah. Reminds me of Morocco.
You're in Morocco? Oh, wow, how exciting.
Oh, it is. If you're fond of dysentery.
Yeah. But the desert is so, it's just so intriguing, you know? It's so romantic.
It's not nearly as romantic as the movies depict.
Yeah.
I was there on assignment about 10 years ago. It was hot and dry, infested with flies and disease. Not the kind of place that breeds romance. I was pulled from my European assignment and sent on a highly classified mission. First stop was Marseille, then on to Oran, and finally I ended up in Morocco. I prepared myself for danger and intrigue and everything else that comes with being an active operative in the field. Morocco was the perfect place to meet your destiny, Mona. You could buy or sell anything, including yourself.
I can just imagine it.
The streets were dangerous to walk, even at noon. There seemed to be trouble at every corner.
You mean like Nazis?
Mona, this was 10 years ago, not World War II.
VH, you tell the story the way you want, and I'll see it the way I want.
Whatever you say, Mona. I ran my operation out of a two-bit dive called Chick's Casablanca. It was the kind of place where you had to keep on your toes just to keep them from being cut off. It was small, filthy, rats crawling over the tables and smoke thicker than a Greenspan barbecue.
Was there a piano player?
No, but there was a player piano. I was supposed to meet my contact at the bar. He'd fill me in on the details. In the meantime, I kept an eye out for undesirables. I could barely hear myself over the chatter of the customers, but I managed to hear the code word. Dragonfly. Right on time.
All eyes are on you, Adderly.
Must be the suit.
You must be very careful. Many people may try to kill you tonight.
Standard weekend fare. What's the mission?
A Russian physicist has defected.
Physicist?
He's on his way to Morocco. His plane lands at 9 o'clock. He will meet you here. He's carrying with him a formula for a new lightweight metallized plastic that has a higher melting point than steel.
Our military wants the formula.
The physicist is interested in discussing a possible sale, but he will talk only to our top agent. That is why we called for you.
Good call.
It is essential that you get the formula. Offer whatever you must. Within reason, of course.
Of course.
Another agent will be backing you up on this.
Who?
I don't know. But you'll make contact with them tonight, here, before you meet the physicist. Code named Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Right.
I must go in. Be careful, Adderly.
So, VH, did you find out who the pumpkin was?
I did later. But first, there were other people looking for me. People I wasn't sure I wanted to meet.
Monsieur Adderly? Do I know you? Not yet, but you will. I am Captain Pierre Bussac, Prefect of the Police. May I join you? A bottle of your finest, my tab.
What do you want?
What brought you to Morocco?
A plane?
The word on the street is that you are meeting someone tonight.
Maybe.
Let me make myself clear. The person you are meeting, he will bring trouble. I suggest you stay away from him.
Thanks for the advice.
You see that man over there? What do you know about him?
Other than that he's a bad dresser, not much.
His name is Frank Mulvine. He is a thief and a killer, looking to make his big score. He is also looking for you.
Looks like he found me.
The streets of Morocco are full of vultures, Miss Adderly. Frank is one of them. Be careful.
One-eyed Frank's reputation preceded him. So did his breath.
Which eye did he have the patch on?
The left.
Whiskey. Mr. Adderly, a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's all yours.
Of all the people in Morocco, I have chosen you to be the one I do business with.
I'll try and contain my excitement.
Meet me here at midnight and bring plenty of cash.
Why?
Because tonight there will be trouble. And it is best to make friends early.
Something in the air told me there's going to be trouble. I could just smell it coming. So I prepared myself, just in case. It was then I saw her, standing in the street. Beautiful, mysterious, dangerous, expensive.
Who was she, VH?
You'll find out later. Evening, Captain. Then from inside the bar, I heard music. Music I didn't care to remember.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your listening pleasure, may I introduce to you, direct from Paris, the lovely Billy Dubois.
Billy?
Can't be. It can't be.
It is. Are you the pumpkin?
Yes. I am the pumpkin.
Looks like we're going to be a team again. Then the word hit the streets. The physicist had been murdered and the formula stolen.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Call me white coat DOA. Extra, extra.
This isn't going to be easy.
It never is.
Mr. Greenspan has the Philby file under F.
Inactive. Let's hope so.
Okay. Tell me more. Was Billy an ISI agent?
At one time, one of the best. We first met in Guatemala. I was tracking a group of international assassins. Billy helped me finally corner them in a warehouse in Cleveland. We did our best work in Cleveland. Then I worked with Billy again in Hong Kong, Bangkok, Amsterdam, and then Paris. That was the last time. Until Morocco. Billy was a tough agent who knew all the ropes and wasn't above pulling a few to get what was necessary. That last assignment in Paris left a bitter taste in my mouth. I swore I'd never work with Billy again.
Why?
Difference of principles, Mona. I found out Billy was an agent I couldn't trust. And when did you take up singing?
It's my cover. What time did One-Eyed Frank say he would meet you here?
Midnight, and I prefer to meet him alone. Of all the operatives in all the countries in all the world, you get assigned to me.
I didn't ask to be sent here.
Didn't you? Didn't you come to remind me of the good old days?
Table for 5.
No, I'm afraid we are here on
Still haven't forgiven me, have you?
Haven't had much time to think about it.
Apprehend the regular criminals. Good evening, Mr. Adderly. I just thought I should warn you we are going to be apprehending someone here tonight.
In addition to the several you've just apprehended?
Those are just the regular troublemakers. Soon we will be making a real arrest.
Someone I know?
Someone you shouldn't know, if you catch my meaning.
And would that someone happen to be missing a vital organ to the left of their nose?
I suggest you stay away from him.
Afraid I can't do that.
If you interfere with the arrest in any way, I shall be forced to arrest you too. Consider yourself warned.
Get that eye looked at.
Still cool as a cucumber.
I prefer it to being cold as ice.
Adderly, that time in Paris.
Was a mistake.
I was detained. I tried to tell
Detained?
you.
If I remember the operative report correctly, you were entertaining another man.
Yes. But I had to.
I see. He forced you at gunpoint to feed him grapes while you both took a hot bubble bath.
No. I can explain.
Look, I've learned my lesson from you. Let's just forget the past.
I will if you will.
In the meantime, I suggest we get on with the situation at hand.
Sounds like a good idea.
I wish I could trust you.
You trusted me in Cleveland, and I didn't let you down. We nailed those assassins together, as a team.
That was a long time ago. I thought I knew you then. I was wrong.
Your message, monsieur.
Midnight. Right on time.
I'm going with you.
Fine. But just stay in my sight. I don't want you wandering around behind me.
One-eyed Frank was true to his word. He was waiting for us out in the street.
I asked you to bring money. If I wanted women, I would have asked for Hugh Hefner.
She's okay. She's an associate.
Did you bring money?
Only if you brought the formula.
Here it is.
How much do you want for it?
How much can you give me?
You answer my question first.
Only if I know how much you're allowed to give.
And I told you I can't make an offer unless I know what the price is.
But if you made an offer, then I would know my...
Just tell him how much you want for it.
$100,000.
I'll give you 5,000.
50.
4.
Deal. You strike a hard bargain, Mr. Adderly.
Let's just say I know my customers.
Everyone, stay where you are.
Is there a problem, Pierre?
The problem is you, my friend. Frank Mulveen, you are under arrest for the murder of the Russian physicist. Come with us, please.
Get out of my way! Yeah! I climb here! I climb under his feet!
Go on!
Frank!
Adderly, do something, please!
I make it a point not to interfere in other people's affairs.
A wise choice, Mr. Adderly. One that might benefit you greatly.
Not to mention your pocketbook. My offer's 4,000. Take it or leave it.
Perhaps I should sleep on it.
Make it a short nap. Nothing sadder than an officer gone bad.
What makes you think you can do business with him?
Because I played his game and didn't interfere? Because he owes me?
And you trust him?
I can't afford not to.
Yes. What should we do now?
I'm going back to the bar. You go back to your hotel.
No, you can't do that, VH. I'm your backup.
I don't need backup. I work alone.
We have no choice.
Then maybe I'll request a different backup.
No, please. Please, no. Oh, VH. I have been put on probation.
Probation? Why?
I botched my last job in Singapore. A diplomat I was supposed to be protecting was killed. They wanted to put me in miscellaneous affairs. Once you're sent there, you're finished.
Yeah. So I heard.
So, for now, it's field work and backup until I can prove myself trustworthy. Worthy. I never ever thought they would team me with you.
Life's full of surprises, kid. Go back to the hotel and get some sleep. You look tired.
But
I'll come and get you if I hear from Pierre.
do you promise?
I promise. I made the promise not knowing if I could keep it, or if I wanted to. Meanwhile, Pierre somehow managed to persuade Frank into giving him the formula.
That's mine! I stole it fair and square!
Must I remind you that you are now in custody? The only deals you need make are those which might spare your life.
He asked me to meet him at Chick's with my checkbook. The formula would soon be in my hands.
Monsieur Adderly? Monsieur Adderly? No. Out of the way. Thank you.
There wasn't time to tell Billy, and Pierre wanted to meet me alone.
2 champagne cocktails, my good man. This is a night to celebrate. I'm so happy you could meet me at such a late hour, Monsieur Adderly.
It's all right. I got my 8 hours of sleep last week.
Did you bring the money?
You bring the formula?
Now, Monsieur Adderly, would I arrange this appointment if I had not brought the Oh. I do not understand. I had it when I left the jailhouse.
Did you stop anywhere? Take a cab?
No.
Listen, my friend. I want that formula.
No. I shall retrace my steps. I shall find it.
So did you find out what happened to the formula?
Yeah, but at the time I was pretty upset.
If you're going to do that, Mr. Adderly, you should wear a glove.
I was hoping that something would come up. Something did.
Chinese food by candlelight. Romantic, huh?
It was good.
You like it, huh? I really think that fondue make the best almond chicken in the whole town.
It's delicious. Mona, be careful. Those files have to be neat and clean before they're shredded.
Must be 105 degrees in here. Why is Mr. Greenspan torturing us like this?
Part of his charm, Mona.
I just wish all these files would just disappear.
Got a match?
Okay. Go on with the story. What happened next?
Well, while I checked out the Casbah, tried to find out where the Russian was staying, Pierre and his men were out in the streets looking for the formula, and meanwhile, one-eyed Frank was busy in jail devising a formula of his own.
Down there, you silly fuck. What is the matter? I'm like, what's that? What's that? Yeah! You silly sucker. Fine flesh.
I stopped by Billy's hotel that night. It was a seedy rat trap with hot and cold running insects. It was late, but Billy was still up.
Beautiful night.
Sky is so clear you can almost see Switzerland.
There are more problems. Pierre lost the formula.
We comb the streets. We search for clues.
Now I don't know who to trust.
You can trust me, VH.
I trusted you in Paris. You let me down.
Oh, Adderly. Do you want to know the true story of why I didn't show up at the rendezvous?
I know the true story.
No, you don't. It's true, I was with a man. And yes, I fed him grapes while we were in the bubble bath. And yes, I gave him a hot oil rub down, but it was all for you.
Me?
Yes, you. He had discovered your true identity and was going to kill you at the rendezvous point. I had to delay him until you were on that plane. I hated every minute I was with him in that bathtub, but I endured it so that you could be safe. I loved you, VH. I still do.
Oh, an oil rub down.
It was then that the word hit the street. Frank Mulvin had escaped from jail.
One-eyed jailbird flies the coop. Extra, extra. One-eyed jailbird flies the coop. Extra, extra.
Perhaps now you could use a backup?
All right. But you just remember, whatever happened between us is ancient history. It's over. Case closed. From now on, it's strictly business. I'm over you. The feeling's gone.
We decided to pool our talents and work as a team. I wasn't too sure what I was getting into, but I really had no other choice. And while Billy and I went over our strategy, Pierre was busy not only looking for the formula, but one-eyed Frank as well.
you find out anything?
Either nobody knows anything or they're just not saying. I better radio ISI, inform them of the situation. They're not gonna like it.
Well, we've got worse situations than this before. Remember when we were trapped in that warehouse in Cleveland?
Yeah. We disarmed 20 international assassins with just a tape recorder.
And they had machine guns.
Yeah. You look great this morning.
Someone who didn't sleep a wink last night.
Haven't we met before?
Me? No, I don't think so. Would you like to buy something? Vegetables, fruit, dairy products?
You were in Chicks last night.
No, it wasn't me. How about some meat? I make wonderful almond chicken.
You bumped into Captain Bosak of the police. An old pickpocket trick.
Perhaps something else. Goat cheese, diet soda, rice cake.
Funny how Captain Bosak suddenly lost a formula he's gonna sell me.
Adderly, calm down. You know how easily you lose your temper.
You stay out of this.
Pizza?
Where's the formula?
Adderly, please don't kill him. You've already exceeded your monthly quota.
Where is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. And if you know what's good for you, you'll tell me where it is. Now, where is it?
Please, sir, tell him the truth, Adderly. You cannot go around just killing anyone you want.
He's given me no choice.
Well, if you must kill him, take him away from here, out of the street. Do it in private.
I'll tell you. I sold it to a woman, $3,000.
A woman?
It wasn't me.
No, this one was beautiful.
Hey.
With a diamond necklace and an accent.
An accent?
Where was she staying, you ugly person?
She said something about the Ritz.
Let's go.
Nice to know the old routine still works.
Nice to know you haven't lost your touch. The tip proved to be right. We found the woman holed up in a shack on the outskirts of town. We were determined to get the formula back at any cost.
How dare you come in here like this? Who are you?
A Russian. Should have known.
Da. What do you want?
You know what we want. The formula.
Formula? What formula?
Knock it off, comrade. Come clean. You got what we want. I suggest you cough it up now.
I'll call the police. You have no right to come in here like this.
You know, VH? I think she needs a little persuasion. Now, listen, sister. Unless you want to look like Don King, I suggest you start barking. Where? Oh, where is the formula?
I don't know.
I don't believe you. Oh, VH. My little hand's getting so tired of holding this.
I better step outside. I've got a queasy stomach.
No! Wait. In my coat. In the pocket. On the door.
Thanks for your help.
Ta-ta for now, you foreign pigeon stool.
Shut the door.
Boy, you and Billy really worked well together.
Yeah, it was starting to feel just like the old days.
Remarkable achievement.
The formula or our recovery of it?
Now all we have to do is get out of here.
I just happen to know there is a plane out of Morocco at 10 o'clock tonight.
We'll be on it.
Yes. What shall we do until then to occupy ourselves?
We maintain a low profile. Don't draw attention to ourselves.
Great idea.
We're off to a good start. Look, we can't take any chances. We got to hide this until night.
But Where?
Wait here.
Well, why didn't you hide it in the piano?
It'd be the first place they'd look.
Just think, Adderly. Tonight we will be on that plane heading out of Morocco.
Let's hope so. Listen, stay here and keep an eye on the bars. And go get the plane tickets.
VH, be careful.
Order another bottle of champagne. I'll be right back. I went out to get the plane tickets, but the travel agent was closed for lunch, so I came back to the bar. Then I discovered that history had repeated itself. Damn her. Records. This is Adderly, Adderly, miscellaneous affairs. Yeah, the files are ready to be picked up and shredded. Yeah, well, the sooner the better. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, bye.
You know, VH, I really don't think we should be doing this. The files haven't been alphabetized, let alone put in chronological order.
Relax, Mona. By the time Melville gets back, all the evidence will be shredded into little tiny pieces. Mona, you're not making my job any easier.
Good. So, you must have been really, really furious, huh, when Billy took off on you?
At the time, I was too humiliated to be angry.
So what did you do? What did you do?
Well, I figured Billy was long gone, so I got a bottle of the hard stuff and a table near the piano. I tried hard to get Billy out of my mind. The harder I tried to forget, the easier it was to remember. Play it. Not that one. You know the one. Just play it.
Hello.
Sit down.
VH, I'm sorry I was late, but after you were gone, one night Frank came snooping around in here, dressed like a sheik. So I took the formula and I ducked out until I knew it was safe.
Why should I believe you?
VH, if I wanted to steal the formula, why would I come back?
Well, I just thought that maybe...
Why must I go on apologizing? When will you forgive me? And forget what happened in the past.
Whoa.
Hmm?
I'm sorry. Do you have the formula?
Yes, it's here in my bag. Do you have the plane tickets?
Not yet. I came back here when I found out our Arab pickpocket friend had been shish kebabbed.
Oh, no. Do you know who did it?
One-eyed Frank's a likely contender. He'll probably try and steal it from us and sell it to another interested party.
What should we do?
You take the back door. Go to the hotel, lock the door. Don't let anybody in. Pack your stuff. I'm gonna go get those airline tickets.
Yes, I'll wait for you there.
Billy,
PH.
I'm glad you came back. I headed off to get the tickets, unaware that One-Eyed Frank and two of his henchmen were watching me and waiting. Somehow, Frank tricked Billy into opening the door.
Who is it?
It's me, Billy. I got the tickets.
Oh, VH, thank God you're here.
Good evening, Miss Dubois.
Billy?
Well, where did Frank take Billy?
To his headquarters on the outskirts of town.
Where is the formula?
I'm not afraid of you.
I think you will be.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
I think you will. We have ways and means of making you talk. Must I resort to them?
Do your worst.
Billy never told me what kind of torture Frank conjured up, but from what I could gather, it was pain beyond description.
I want those files alphabetized, then put in chronological order.
Thanks, boys. Keep up the good work.
Okay, what happened next?
Oh, you mean, did I find Billy? Yeah, I did.
Well, did you have to give One-Eyed Frank the formula?
No, well, I made up my mind before Frank could have Billy or the formula, he'd have to kill me.
Oh, wow. What did you do?
I gave him the opportunity. By the time I got to Frank's headquarters, Billy was going through unspeakable torture. Frank! Are you okay, Billy?
Good evening, Mr. Adderly. It appears you were wrong in what you said earlier. You will interfere in other people's affairs.
Save the compliments. Just give me the girl.
First, give me the formula.
Oh, I'll give you the formula, all right. After you've given me the girl.
Don't you trust me, Mr. Adderly?
Only when you're unconscious.
Open up! Police! Ouvrez la porte, c'est la préfecture! Open up! Police! Ouvrez la porte, c'est la préfecture!
Tape recorder.
Just like Cleveland, works every time.
The plane leaves in 10 minutes.
We'll make it. I just hope we get there before anyone else finds out about the formula.
Extra, extra! Read all about it! Spies headed for airport with formula! Extra, extra!
Billy, wait. I want you to get on that plane alone.
But why?
I'll stay here and take care of Frank and his boys till you're safely away.
Mitch, I can't lose you again.
We got no choice. That plane's gonna take off, and I'm gonna make sure it does. It's important that you get that formula to ISI.
No, you can't expect me.
If you don't get on that plane, you'll be sorry.
Mitch, what about us?
We'll always have Cleveland. Get on that plane.
Get on the plane! What is going on here? I heard shots being fired.
Oh, what is this? One-eyed Frank has been shot. Apprehends a regular troublemaker. You still have time to catch the plane. And a girl like Billy only comes along once in a lifetime.
You're right.
You look like someone who could use a beautiful friendship.
Did you make the plane, VH?
Yeah. And after that night, I never saw Pierre or Morocco again.
So, like, did you ever get the formula to ISI?
Billy was reinstated back to full operative status, sent back out in the field. Melville, back so soon?
Trying to...
What was that, Melville?
The Major had me chasing balls for him and the General.
Oh, Mr. Greenspan, you were his ball boy?
It wouldn't have been a problem if the Major knew how to keep score right. Everybody knows that deuce means two and taking advantage comes before love.
Embarrassment you must have suffered through.
And when I tried to correct him, he told me to get lost.
Oh, the nerve.
Where are the files?
Shredded?
Shredded?
Shredded. Well, records came. They sort of...
Who told records to come and pick them up? Well, I'm going to find out. You people.
So, VH, did you go on seeing Billy?
No. That was the last time we ever worked together.
But you were, you were romantically attached, weren't you?
To Billy? Mona, Billy's a guy.
A guy?
Yeah, bad Billy Rogers. Short little guy, tough as nails. You could drink anybody under the table. I once saw him spit.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't. No, it's just that I'd rather remember her, him. I'd rather remember him the way that I pictured her. Him.
How was that?
Never mind.